What's up, guys? This is Stack with Zach, and I got a video for you going over the Windows PowerShell ISE. So, the Windows PowerShell ISE. To begin, PowerShell is a terminal that you can use to execute commands to do things quickly rather than having to use the GUI. The ISE part it stands for Integrated Scripting Environment, but it essentially gives you an editor here in the scripting pane to edit your scripts. Why you would want a script is if you needed to do something that would affect multiple systems. So if you wanted to restart multiple servers across your enterprise domain, or if you wanted to pull information from multiple computers in your domain. There's a bunch of different things you can do with PowerShell that makes it very useful. So as you can see down here, you have your terminal. You can use this to execute normal commands. But in this top screen up here, the scripting pane, you can do the same exact thing, and you're able to tie in multiple commands, make scripts, and what have you. So as you can see, this ran both of the commands that I typed up here: get child item, get location, and then get child item. So it shows the path of the C drive, user Zachariah, my user profile, and then it ran get child item, which shows everything inside of these directories. You can use CLS or clear screen to get rid of the data inside of that terminal. So the way that PowerShell works is it's a verb-noun syntax. So the way you saw me write the script earlier, get child item, get being the verb, child item being the noun. For those of you wondering, some of you might be more beginner than others, which is totally cool. When you're writing scripts in PowerShell ISE, you're going to want to click the play button up here. I know it seems like it's kind of obvious, but it's not to everybody. So you can see I clicked the button, ran the command. So let's clear the screen. There's multiple different types of commands you can use. So there's get child item, get service, stop process, all sorts of different all sorts of different verb noun commands you can use. This is how PowerShell is set up. You can even see here in the command library, add history, add job trigger, add local group member. So that's how all of the commands are set up. Something to note too, this is PowerShell was written for Windows. It's a Windows tool, but you can actually use it in Linux environments, in cloud environments like Azure, and it's useful for many different types of systems. So the next thing is you don't need to memorize everything in PowerShell to be good at PowerShell or to get good at PowerShell. One of the things that really unlocks everything in terms of learning how to use PowerShell is you can use the get help command. So I'm going to use the terminal instead this time. So get help, you can use it for any command, and it will give you help. So you have the name, get process. It gives you the syntax, and that's basically how you're going to be writing out all of your commands. So you have get process, name, string, computer name. So this is going to be how you would write out a script for the get process command. And it shows you different syntax forms for different types of scripts you can do. Something else to note is you can also use get help and then type in examples, and it'll actually show you different examples of scripts. Something else to note is when you use get help, you can use the example hyphen, and you can get more information on the commandlet that you want to see. So Windows PowerShell Help System, short description. Displays help about Windows PowerShell commandlets and concepts. And so you can see you got long description, gives you more information, online help, and then update help. Update help is actually something that's a good idea to do if you're downloading different types of commandlets or scripts for PowerShell. You're going to need to get the updated data for those commandlets. Okay. So the next thing is piping. Piping is very helpful. So rather than typing in one command and just getting that information and then digging into that information, you can actually use the pipe command to take the data from one output and then put it into the data of another input. So for instance, if you're going to use get process, you can type in get process. I have all the processes of my computer running right now, you can see. But if I wanted to sort that information, I can pipe it into sort object. And then you would use some sort of specificity to that piped commandlet. So now you can see everything is now organized according to the CPU specificity. Alright, so some other stuff too, and this is just basic commands. For anyone who's starting off in PowerShell or in just basic IT, you're going to want to know some commands. So you have stuff like ls. This shows you the all of the folders that you have in your current working directory, which would for me be C user Zachariah. You also have dir, which is the old school way of doing it as well. You can change your directory with cd. So if I wanted to go into, I don't know, let me find a directory. So if I wanted to go into documents, so another command you have is you have change directory or cd. You can use cd, and then you can go into different directories or folders. So I can go to C users and then ls, and then you can see what's in there, right? You can also do cd to go back up a directory. Now I'm at the root directory. But then if you wanted to go to a specific folder, again in Windows syntax, you're going to be using your C drive, that's your root, In Linux, it's just the slash. But here in Windows, we'll use C. So we'll go C users to documents. And then now I'm in my documents, and I can work inside of this directory. As you can see again, here's all the data inside of my documents folder. So that does it for this video. In the next video, we'll dig a little deeper into what PowerShell can actually do for you.